Hello everyone, and finally, welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 3. It is me, the TheDinoGamer, and this is our first video and our first build under our new brand, which is, hang on, Open Evolution. So I have been hesitant about doing a rebrand for so long, and I've asked you guys about it and I've got your feedback, but I think I've figured out a way to make it work, and that is by you guys still referring to me as the Dino Gamer, but the channel being Open Evolution because we're open sourcing the parks that we create on the channel and showcasing them to you, but then we also open source them on the Frontier Workshop so you guys can use them for your own creations and just stuff like that. So today we are gonna be getting started on a new project because I unfortunately seem to have lost the Jurassic World Croatia save file. How stupid of me, I know guys, it sucks. But today we are gonna be getting started on a new project for Open Evolution, our brand new and first project that we're working on. So yeah, and that project is a new sandbox project called Isla Atlas. Now, it's a new generated island. Let's get into it right now. And Isla Atlas is going to be like our own Site B. We're going to create dinosaurs, establish an ecosystem, and design it to our liking. And it's going to be Open Evolution's first, or our channel first new park since the rebrand. And I wanted to do the rebrand for since the 400th subscriber milestone, and I'm so happy that we are finally getting back into the game, and we're going to be working on this project and park and island together here. And I am also working on a new studio now, so I think I actually have working audio finally, that audio that actually agrees with me. But yeah, we are here on Isla Atlas, and I did some work before. I just wanted to see if I could like make this area, because this area is going to be like um, our facility and like our main base of operations for um, Isla Atlas. But one of the main story concepts here is we're going to pretend that Open Evolution is like creating a brand new facility on this island. And this park will be open sourced. I will be updating this park, so as soon as this video goes live, this park will be available. The first version of it will be available on the Frontier Workshop, and I'll be updating it as we progress in the park. So you guys, and I'll be releasing updates of it so you guys can have access to all of the updates. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna get started here. One of the main things that I want to work on right now is just establishing. I had this idea earlier for creating a waterfall here, and then creating like a water filtration system here of like actually like water for the park. So we're going to be doing that here and create like a little waterfall down here and along this area in this environment here. And then we have in the workshop, we have, hang on, where is it? We have this dam. I love this dam so much, guys. It is not even funny. I'm in love with this piece. So we can just go ahead and lower it like that, so that we have a water filtration system like dam that actually works for the island. And this can just go like that. I think I think that looks pretty good to start with. Yeah, because like then like the water, yeah, it actually looks like the water's coming through and like just being filtered for the facility. So that is going to be the first start of it. Then I also want to have like a lower level where like there are like just like shipments and cranes and stuff like that here along the beach and shoreline. I think that would be really cool to add. But enough of that. Let's actually get starting to build. So we need an arrival point. Which one looks like? Let's use a pre-built creation because I love the pre-built creations. Oh yeah, this one's cool. This is just like a simple plain InGen inspired arrival point. This is cool. Yeah. Okay, so we have our arrival point built for our Isla Atlas base, and we will start adding dinosaurs in today's episode, guys. Don't worry, we will add those. We will add dinosaurs. I mean, so now that we have our arrival point placed, I'm just gonna go and start like actually just planning out where everything is gonna go, and then I will come back when I'm done that. Okay, so I have added the first round of buildings here. I have added a medical facility, or a science center and a staff center. But what I also did is I added a power generator or like a power station on to the dam. So it's like the island's also getting power from the dam, which I think is a really cool and creative touch to it. Now we are going to go ahead and continue building, but I also want to plan out the enclosure first for the dinosaurs. And so let's just actually just go ahead here and create a hatchery. So then here we're gonna have our hatchery and where the dinosaurs are developed in a lab. Why did I say it like that, guys? I'm so sorry. Um, so oh, in deep water, dang it. So let's just go to the barrier or like where we can go to like that, and then we could develop like that, and then we can place a rock to block it off because we like rocks. We like the scenic rocks. Guys, I'm actually like I'm so happy that I was able to catch a break and create a video. My schedule has been crazy lately and I have exams coming up and it's just really annoying and just time consuming to study and all that stuff. So, but we are back and we are making videos. We have rebranded. Well, kind of. I'm still the TheDinoGamer, but under a new name, if you know what I mean. And so let's just. And what we are also gonna do here, guys, is we are gonna showcase the Majungasaurus. Hey, that should be our first dinosaur. Since we didn't showcase it on the when it came out, I'm so sorry for that. Although I did post a short just so you guys could see the babies. Um, we are going to have that be our first dinosaur. I think it is appropriate to have the Majungasaurus be the first dinosaur that is released onto Isla Atlas. I love that name, Atlas. It's so fun to say. Anyway, okay, so now we should also add a control center. I want this island to kind of be like Ile Saint Hubert, if you know what I mean. I also say that name so wrong. I'm so sorry, guys. Legitimately. And it's just kind of like this secret research facility, the secret dinosaur development and research facility created by Evolution and stuff like that. And I do actually like the idea of like like the dam acting as like kind of like part of the fence. I think that's really cool. And we are gonna just flatten this terrain up here so that it's like the rest of it. And we're gonna create a ramp so that our vehicles and such can get out and leave the the facility. So we're also gonna add fence so that this can be blocked off, and we're gonna add rocks so it doesn't look ugly and bare because we don't want that. So guys, truth be told, I did get the idea of doing this series and building Isla Atlas from I got the inspiration of it from Swerve's series where he built like his own site B, and that I was inspired by that, so I just thought, hey, I should make my own. So that's just kind of what inspired me and drove me to make this series, and I think it's just a cool idea of like creating your own site B and stuff like that. So okay, so now we have a gate that we can use. And now what else we need? Oh, we need a ranger team. We need a ranger team. And yeah, so also guys, while I'm doing this video, I'm just gonna be hang on, I wanna like give this ranger team like a new touch, or just like a new way just like something so it's not just like connected by a standard path. You know what I mean? Hang on. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go workshop searching for a minute. Okay, so I actually replaced part of the fence with this really cool with this really cool pre-built fence that I found that I think is really nice and cool. But there is a little gap that I can try to fill in. I just need like a column or something. See this? Yeah, this will work. Just something that'll block to make sure that nothing can absolutely escape. And I think this just gives it a little bit more of an original feel, you know? But there was one thing that I saw Evolution Square build that I think was really cool, and I don't know where. It was like a... Oh yes, hang on, can we use this? I want to use this, bro. That'd be so cool. I just don't know why it glitches. Hang on, I just want to see what it would look like if I placed it. I place it like right here. No, it doesn't look like I can place it. There was just this one like dome thingy. It was in one of her videos that I saw. Hang on, I'll see if I can find it. Okay, I found it. It was the greenhouse dome by Evolution Square. I think I am gonna use this because I personally love all of Evolution Square's creations, and I think they're so cool. So yeah, we're just gonna be using this dome here that I found on the workshop by Evolution Square, and we are gonna be implementing this into the facility. We could like put it like in the mountain or something. I think that would be really cool. There we go. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. And like we could put like we could just like pretend like something's in here, or just like it just makes the facility look a lot more bigger. You know what I mean? So now let's just continue this here, and I think this is actually where like the facility will stop and the woods, where the forest will start. And we are now going to add in our ranger station here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's cool. And you know what? Hang on. I just want to see book settings. I just want to see the time, or like the no. Let's do 20 minutes. That's good. Okay, so it should be turning to day soon because I don't want it to be night forever. And now, what else do we need to add? And yeah, so I'm just gonna just like talk about the rebrand, just like some of the other things that I wanted to get out of the rebrand. I guess I just like wanted to give the channel like kind of like a fresh start, but not a fresh start, just like kind of like I'm still the TheDinoGamer, right? And I still want you guys to refer to me as the TheDinoGamer and stuff. But the channel itself is going to be changed to Open Evolution. And I think this is just like something to like give us like a rebrand of identity, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just thought it would be really cool. But one of the things that I'm doing right now is I want to work on like a port, like a materials port down here and below here, just to like give it like this cool feel and vibe. for like people and like just workers. And I'm gonna be using, hang on, I need the wetlands pack for a minute because I want to have just a random. I want to have a like I want to have like a. I love that you can do this. Like I just love that. Yeah, let's just put a random boat there. That's cool. And hang on, I had this other item from earlier. I don't know if I still have it. Oh yeah, here we go. It's like this rock with like a communications tower on it, and it's really cool. I want to have this be like on the far reaches of the map, like right there. Yeah, so like there's like an old and abandoned comms tower. Oh, and oh yeah, and you can see the sun rising. Oh, that's cool. That's a really cool touch. Okay, so I think actually now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna finish off the main part of the facility, but first we're actually gonna go ahead and make the Majungosauruses. We're gonna make two of them, a male and a female. Here we go. And let's try to model these after the Chaos Theory Majungosauruses. So it was something like that, I think. And then the male could like be like more grayer tone with like this. Oh yeah, that's badass, bro. I love that. I like that. And this will just be like our holding pen. Let's actually just go ahead and change the terrain a little bit to just not make it as plain and boring, and just spice up this main enclosure just a little bit. And just, you know, we can do that for the entire facility. Just like change the paint, like not make it this as the same, you know what I mean? And we're just gonna go and customize the just gonna give the animals a little bit of a drinking pond right here, and if they're carnivores, we can just give them a little feeder. Because this is not going to be their permanent home, this is just going to be like the holding pen for when they're created. Okay, we only want two, one female and one male. No, they are being made. And okay, yeah, so this is honestly looking pretty good. For a starting episode, we have accomplished a lot. And in other episodes, we're going to be working on expanding the island and doing stuff like that. But I just wanted to give us a fresh start for our new brand and our new identity. So hang on, what else can I do? Oh, dinosaur ready to release. Let's go, guys. Oh yeah. Oh, my controller's vibrating. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's go. These are beautiful animals. Wow, and just look at that fence. Like that's so cool. I'm gonna use that fence a lot, guys. This is wild. Yeah. Okay. So we have the Majungosauruses. Now let's give them a nest. I'm assuming from what I can remember from what I played earlier, they need a large nest. But let's do a custom design. And this can be the Majungosaurus nest, and like just their area. We can give them some sand and just like this territory here, as well as just just like some rocks and leaves and other foliage here too. Arid and barren. Yeah, that's cool. But I wanna have like the things blend in, you know. So let's just like some of that to just like blend the environments in a little bit, like that. I think that looks really cool. And now let's actually finish off, we'll just like, not finish off today, but just like build the boundary of the enclosure or the facility. So I want to go from there, and then I want to expand it, just have it be at the tree line. So the boundary for the facility will be at the tree line here. And we can just plop in some rocks to block off here. Maybe add just like a chunker. I'd like chunker just, you know, just here for fun, just to like add to the environment effect and stuff. So yeah, now this entire area here is gonna be the Isla Atlas genetics facility. There, it's good. It's a good way to look at it. In here, we'll be developing specimens, marine specimens, even avian specimens, etc. The works, guys. This is gonna be our first park that the TheDinoGamer and Open Evolution develop, and we can just maybe have like a little path going into the woods and stuff. I can edit that path later, but like, just like give it that effect. And so this is going to be update 1.1, and update 1.1 is going to be available today to download on the Frontier Workshop, and update 1.2 will be coming out with the next video that we make on this park, and that'll be with update 1.2. We'll have more dinosaurs, updated facility, that sort of stuff. So that stuff is going to be coming with update 1.2, and we will be continuing update 1.2 in the next video. But in the meantime, let's just continue building out the facility structure, and just I want to give these mountains a lot of rocks, because right now they're looking a little bit bare. But if detail is key, guys, detail is key. Or creativity is key. Yeah, that's more like it. Creativity is key, and we can just make these mountains a little less bare, so they don't look as bare. And that sort of thing. I like that. I really like how that looks. And let's continue with, oh yeah, we should add a security camera so we can monitor our animals. Assign capture team. Assign. There we go. So, there we go. So now let's actually tranquilize the Majungasauruses. I don't think they can get down here. I do not think. You know what, just to be safe, let's raise the terrain a little bit, just to be safe. So we can make sure that they don't come down into the facility. Yeah, okay, so now that they're tranquilized, we can transport them to the far reaches of the island where their new home is going to be. Where was it? Oh, it was over here, yeah. So this is gonna be, guys, we're starting Isla Atlas. I am so relieved to be back, and I am gonna have a couple days off where I will be creating videos and content for you guys, and that is just gonna be, it's gonna make me so happy that I'm actually figuring out and just coming back and just being there and developing more content and stuff like that. Guys, I'm gonna add more more of those fences, because I love that fence so much. Let's line it up here, and we could actually make it like in line, and just like the other fence is like baked into it kind of situation. There, yeah, that works. That's good. So now the Majungosauruses are being moved, and we're gonna have like a big open herbivore valley here. In this valley, hang on, let me edit. This valley is gonna lead in to this like other section here, and hang on, I want to lower the terrain of this area because I want this to be like a watering hole for a lot of the herbivores and carnivores, kind of inspired by Camp Cretaceous, where, you know, a bunch of dinosaurs are like drinking and just like socializing, and that sort of vibe. So let's get the water. This will have deep water so that the dinosaurs can swim, but this will be the watering hole. And the cool thing about this is all of these layers above it are gonna be smaller. Well, just not all of them, but just some of them are gonna be waterfalls like this. Like, look how cool that looks. Herbivores will be able to come down here and drink and just like socialize with other dinosaurs, and that's gonna look so cool when it's done. And just I'm so happy right now. Just the fact that we're back, we're starting a new build, and it's just I'm so happy. I am. Okay, so okay, let's add some wetland actually, just around here. I think that would be really cool, just to like add like a couple new terrain features around there. Can we add like a little brush? Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have a single tree. No, stop. Alright, where are the Majungosauruses? Oh, they're here. Wait, can they breed? Okay, so just see if we can create this plan. Okay. Guys, we could be making Majungosaurus babies today. Hopefully. So let's just speed up time because I want to. Okay, this island, guys, this is actually like really coming along really nicely. I was even hesitant to start doing this build, but I regret being hesitant now. Okay, so now we have another gate where people can come into if they're out in the field, if they're out doing experimentation work. Yay, nest claimed. Okay, let's move in.
I can't
Eggs
see
found.
one of these eggs and not get
We're getting
excited
4
about the animal
Majungosauruses. Let's go, guys.
potential. Amazing.
Yes. We already have half a star. Already, not that lifelong partner formed. Yes. So I'm just gonna take this time to continue decorating what we have of the facility so far, and just like adding more supplies and stuff to just give it that extra facility glow and flair. We can add these things. No one needs to know that they're being covered up. Nobody needs to know. Even add like this statue. And there was something that I wanted to do. Oh yeah, lights. Move in a nest. The babies. The cannibal guys. Look how cute. Oh my goodness. I am in love, guys. I am in love. And they're playing. Oh my goodness, guys. These guys are the best. They're playing. Welcome to Isla Atlas. I'm sure you'll love it here. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. Let's see the other ones. Oh, no, that's a parrot. Oh, no, that's another parrot. Oh, I like these skins, guys. These skins are really cool. Okay, we can't be distracted. Yes, the babies are cute, but we can have time to play with them later. I have to finish placing down the lights and just like the fixtures for the facility. Floodlights. We can just add like floodlights or just like lights where like people will be able to see from the facility and stuff. And just yeah, we can put them on like in between paths and stuff. And you know what? We could even like put them on top of buildings. I'm sure. Yeah, like this. Yeah, guys, this is really cool. We're making progress with this build, and we're obviously gonna have lights here at the start, and we're gonna have lights at both gates, so that people will be able to find their way back. Oh, nope. Do not do that. Lights. And I think honestly that's gonna wrap it up for today's video because I don't want to do too much today. It is our first build. Yeah, so I think that is gonna wrap it up for today's video. So if you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as our new goal is 410 subscribers. I am TheDinoGamer, and this is Open Evolution, where we open source and build parks live, and then we open source them to you so you can enjoy them on your own game. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.